in our lives, we engage in many relationships. What do you call a good relationship is? Is it a sacrifice or something that you gain out of it? So there are many relationships that we maintain in day-to-day life. But this day and age, the world is facing towards a lot of issues in terms of relationships, especially young adults. With this technology, people are walking away from human relationships, especially communication. So, if you look at our lives, why do we have a relationship? So there are plenty. Employer-employee relationship, mother-daughter relationship, student-teacher, friends, many more. And each and every relationship, what do you expect? What do you get out of it? So why do you have a relationship? Have you ever thought about it? The purpose of having a relationship. Let's take the employee-employer relationship that you have at your office. What is it? What is it? What is the base of it? If you look at it, that is based on the expectation. We always get in a relationship to fulfill our expectations. To maintain a good relationship, we expect things from the other person. And if it's being fulfilled, we call it a good relationship. If it's not, it's a scattered one. So let's look at this. When you see this, what comes to your mind? Okay, this could be an ornament, isn't it? So when you see this, you have a set of ideas or a set of expectations that you get into your mind as to why this can be used. That's why you call this maybe an ornament or an empty vessel. So you know how to use this. And when you look at this glass, what comes to your mind? This is a glass, something that you can use to drink, isn't it? So when you see something, you have a set of things and you know how to use it, for what to use it. Just like that, if you find someone in your life, you have a set of expectations that you want to fulfill from that person. That's why we maintain relationships in this life. In this day and age, people tend to talk about broken relationships and relationship issues and the problems people face, anxiety, depression, or whatever the problem that you have to face in order, because you don't have a proper relationship. It all based on one cause. That is the expectation. We always expect things from the other person and we don't know if that person is willing to give you. Simply, you want your child to behave well. And that is your expectation. And what about the other person's expectation? That child needs his freedom. He wants to be the way he wants. Maybe he wants to play, but you want him to study. So if he doesn't do what you expect, what is your failing? You complain, you worry, you put the blame on the child. and you try to force him to get something that you want, and you try to fulfill your expectation by hook or by crook. So, the worry that built inside of you happened because of the child. That's what the mind always tend to think. Is that the case? The same scenario. The child wants to play and you want him to study. And now you don't want him to study. Now the child plays. Is that a problem or not? Simply, you don't bother about it. Why? Because you accept it. Because playing is okay right now. But when you want him to study and it doesn't happen that way, the worry comes into play. So you see, like, what happens in the outside world doesn't bring you either happiness or worry, sadness. It all depends on expectation. What is this expectation? Why does this expectation happens in the mind? Let's talk about it in the next episode.